So hi, I'm pleasure to meet you. Heard a lot about your activities here in Kuwait. So I was wondering, like, what's your MMA background?
My MMA background goes back to 1986. I started wrestling. After that, after like 6-7 years in wrestling, I liked judo. So I joined judo. I did judo for 5 years, got to the black belt. After that, I went to the army. So just by chance, I did boxing for 1 year. That was a big shift in the career.
All right.
Muay Thai. I dedicated myself for Muay Thai for a while, like for 4 years doing Muay Thai. I went to a camp, silent. I was going to compete, but it didn't happen. Then after that, I got to know Jiu-Jitsu when I moved to Abu Dhabi. After that, I went to Canada when I really got to know MMA in its real shape, training with champions like Brandon Vieira and Tapao Jumbalinton. The coach there showed me how to mix all these styles and put them in a shape which is MMA. I didn't compete, unfortunately, but sparred a lot, like very small competitions between gyms in the neighborhood.
Eventually, you found the War Lions MMA here in Kuwait.
Oh yeah.
Care to say a word or two about it? Like, you know, what's exactly War Lions MMA?
Okay, War Lions MMA is my brand. I'm very proud of it. When I came back from Canada, I decided to open an MMA gym here in Kuwait. I opened my own gym, and the journey started by choosing good or potential fighters.
Yep.
To compete in here in Kuwait first before we go outside Kuwait for the Middle East and GCC.
It's quite clear that you achieved quite a success here in Kuwait. So I was just thinking, what's the secret behind it? You know, if you can share.
The secret is, I think, one word only: dedication. Because my fighters and me, we were dedicated to achieve something.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do this for like to show off or for like a hobby or something. No, we are so dead real in this business. We want to do this. We want to achieve. We want to be number one, not only in Kuwait but in the world.
Could you talk more about your methodology? Like, if you're training the guys, or if you're coaching, what kind of methodology do you use? What kind of technique do you put the most emphasis on?
Okay, that's a very good question. First of all, I have two types of people that I train. The first type, the crazy ones, I call them the crazy ones, which will turn to fighters. Either they are already fighters or they're going to turn to fighters. Yeah. And the clients, or the members, or the athletes who do want to fight, you just want to get in a good shape. For the normal people, the members, we do cardio, we do like conditioning, functional training, we do all types of martial arts like boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, bits and pieces of everything once formed the MMA shape. For the fighters, it's totally different story. Like, first of all, he has to be in a state of mind where he's ready to fight. To do this, he has first to get in shape.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a bodybuilding shape or the physique shape, no. To get in shape, like endurance, stamina, strength, all these factors that will make him fight easy. Yeah, because we do 3 rounds, 5 minutes. So I focus on first on if you want to call it fitness. So first of all, I'm building his stamina. Yeah. First of all, him or her stamina. Then I find out which style suits him more. Yeah. At the end of the day, he has to do everything. He has to do striking and grappling. I mean, he has to do boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. But some people, they fit them a style more than another.
So it's going to be like their major.
Oh yeah. Like if I'm dealing with a wrestler, I don't have to worry about his wrestling background. That's it. We're done with that. So I focus on his striking. If I'm dealing with a boxer or a kickboxer, so I have to work on his wrestling and grappling. Yeah. But if I'm dealing with somebody who doesn't have any martial arts background, but he's a potential fighter, I start testing him, put him under pressure many times to see which style fits him more. If he's under pressure, is he going to wrestle or punch or kick? Well, basically, stamina first, pressure. After pressure, I decide which path he's going to take. Then we go grappling, striking, jiu-jitsu.
Let's move on to the competitions. Like, how are you finding the GFC?
Now they changed the name to One Fighting Championship. But let's just change the name.
Because you guys compete.
GFC is without GFC, we wouldn't have been here because it was the first ever MMA bout in Kuwait. So GFC was like our savior because, alhamdulillah, I have so many fighters and I want to test these fighters. They gave me a chance and they're giving me still a chance to test my fighters, to put them into a real competitions and to put them in the atmosphere of the professional events like we got Desert Force, like Brave, like something like you can see the GFC was a small UFC of Kuwait, and it was. So it was without GFC, nobody in Kuwait would have done it.
I can say popularized.
So much.
All right. And do you guys have you guys competed till today, or if you did compete, could you please tell us where else did you compete? Like outside of Kuwait,
Alhamdulillah, we competed in the biggest tournament in the Middle East, which is Desert Force.
Alhamdulillah.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters. 6 fighters. All right. 5 or 6 exactly. In the Desert Force, one of them, he's a title holder. He's a title holder of the 205 pounds or 93 kilogram pounds.
Wow.
Saidi, one of the he's a title holder.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And I have many other fighters who competed in the Desert Force, were the biggest MMA event in the Middle East. And it was live on MC Action, which is the biggest, the biggest channel for this kind of things in the Middle East as well, located in Dubai. That's Desert Force, and now we're competing in Brave. Brave is a Bahraini tournament organization owned by Sheikh Khaled, which is a crown prince of Bahrain.
So when is the nearest Brave event?
Nearest Brave event is in a couple of months, like I think 1st of August, I guess. And I have a very, very tough fighter fighting there. Now he has 2 straight wins from the first round. First event, he beat a legendary Jiu-Jitsu American fighter, Rich Boogeyman, one of the most well-known in the West Coast. And the second event, he beat the Irish Argentinian fighter, Kevin Brodowski. He is, I don't know if you guys know McGregor or not, but he is one of the McGregor's team, and he's trained by Conor McGregor's coach. So it was like
so it's quite
a huge challenge for us. and we're still competing in GFC, or now it's Wawan FC. We're still competing in Wawan. Last event, we have 5 wins. We have 5 guys, 5 wins. Yeah, and the events.
You dominated the event, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, like one last final question. Yani, what would your advice be to a guy who's, you know, let's say there is a guy who's not into sports whatsoever. You know, he's not shredded, he's not ripped, whatever. He's not conditioned. Where do we start here? You know, with such a guy.
If you find the right gym, the right coach, you will be doing cardio.
Yeah.
You will be doing weightlifting. You will be doing strength and conditioning, endurance. You're going to learn how to punch, how to kick, how to take down, how to defend yourself. So, MMA for me is a way of life that if you choose, it's going to change your mind and your body. So, for any beginner, my advice is don't register in the first gym you see. Try few. Yeah. See what's perfect for you, what's best for you. Yeah, that's it.
All right. That was quite interesting. Thank you so much for your time.